Hey guys, how you going? I came across something the other day that was very interesting to me, and I hope you find it interesting. I'm going to let you make up your own mind with this. Before I do, I just want to thank all of you, every single one of you, for listening, for liking, for sharing, subscribing. I appreciate every single one of you. So, there you go. Just before I start, I just wanted to make it known because you guys write some lovely, lovely comments down below, and I really appreciate them. I just wanted to say that before we start. Now, this man here, his name is Director Robert Redfield, and he's a CDC, I don't know what he is, director or something. Director, CDC director. Does this man look familiar to you? Now, I'm going to speak in code right now. It rhymes with... do you remember the handy book incident? It rhymes with handy book. It's the only thing I could think of. I don't want to get this taken down. This looks like the same man, but older and lacking the moustache. Now, I'll show you what I mean. Let me just... This man. Now, this to me looks like the same man. I'll show you why I think that. I've zoomed in so that I can... Oh, that didn't work. Try and zoom back in on him. This man, the very straight beard and the bald head the same, is obviously out in sunlight here, so there's marks in his head. There's not on this one. But actually, that kind of looks like it's been photoshopped out, this part of his head. Because he's got these spots everywhere else, but this part here. They're on his nose, they're on his cheeks, they're on his hair. And see this really straight and balding. I don't have anything against anyone balding. But this man and this man seem to be very similar. I'm not saying it's the same person. But I just found this very interesting. Now, this man here apparently passed away. Trying to go over here. At the age of 67 on the 26th of December 2019. Now, this man, I found this very interesting. He was known for his work on the Mummy Road show, Forensic Files, and 48 Hours. Those shows, I've since found out, since watching them, are very misleading. So at the very least, this man is part of... Well, he's an actor by the look of it. But they say he's a medical examiner. Okay. And then this man here, I can't really find anything much about him. Like, there's no earlier photos of him. So I don't know. I'm going to leave this to you to decide. But when I seen the photo of him the other day in a news article, and I can't find the news article now. I tried to look for it, and I can't find it. But this man, to me, just looks like an older version of this man. Do you think even that to the next one looks like a different person? Okay, he's lost weight. He's obviously older. He may have lost weight. The nose looks the same to me. See that nose? It's right in the corner there. How do I move over? let me see. This to me looks like it could be the same man but older. A few years older. I'm not a forensic examiner or anything, so I really don't know. But do you see what I mean by all this? And this man's the same. It just struck me as very, very strange. Okay, I've got a few things to go over. Apparently the USA are importing quite a lot of gold from the Swiss. Or Swiss are sending it over to the United States. So stocking up on gold by the sound of it. They used to send just under 1 ton. Now it's something like 10. I don't know. It might be more. I should have done more research on that one. And Trump has signed, or is about to sign. He's about to get. They're all about to get in trouble. Let me just open this right up. Trump versus Twitter. What big action does the president plan for social media networks? Because now they're fact-checking Trump's tweets. Oh, come on. No tweet alert this time. Word came from the president's spokeswoman herself directly to the reporters travelling on Air Force One with President Trump. Oh. Is he on Air Force One? That could be a big sign. Just saying. The president plans to sign an executive order on social media in the morning, which would be very shortly. It's now 5:44 p.m. here in Sydney, Australia, on the 28th of the 5th, Thursday night, afternoon, evening. And it should be coming up to the USA's morning. So I'm hoping to get this one out quick. This comes a day after the president's tweets decrying mail-in ballots as fertile for fraud had a fact-check label appended. Ooh. Earlier on Wednesday, the president had promised big action in response, asserting that social media platforms totally silence conservative voices, threatening to strongly regulate or close them down before we can ever allow this to happen. So be careful. It could all go down if they don't do what he says. It could all go down. But guys, I will put my Bitchute link down below. I did it in yesterday's video. It's in the About section of my channel here on YouTube. You can go to the tab that's, go to my channel, go to the tab, cross right all the way over on the right. It says About. In that will be my Bitchute channel. A link to my Bitchute. But I will try and put it in every video I do now, just in case this does happen. Okay. So what could Thursday's action actually be? Social media are public companies not typically subject to executive orders. Presidents can do anything, says Karen North, a professor of social media at the University of Southern California's Annenberg School of Communication. But there are checks and balances, and whatever he signs is likely to be challenged by Congress and the courts. She figures that Trump's order will ban social media companies from censoring and editorializing against users. It would be an anti-censorship order. Thank God, because, you know, saying those handy book instead of the actual real name, it's ridiculous to me. I just want to say what I think. And I can't. So this would be great. If he does this, this would be great. Trump and Democrat rivals have also called for regulated Twitter, as well as Facebook and YouTube. Oh, please, but what that look like? Trump could push for changes to the Communications Decency Act, which lets companies like Facebook and Twitter off the hook for the content created by their users, which should be that way. Senator Josh Hawley, RMO, sent Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey a letter Wednesday suggesting just that and urged fellow lawmakers to put an end to the sweetheart deal. And Josh Hawley, I hope I'm saying that right, And Twitter is getting subsidised by the federal government for that interference in the form of special immunity worth billions. Time to end big tech's sweetheart deal with government. Great. Oh, please do. Because Twitter is now interfering in the 2020 presidential election. This is Donald Trump. They are saying my statement on mail-in ballots, which will lead to massive corruption and fraud, is incorrect, based on fact-checking by fake news, CNN, and the Amazon Washington Post. Big tech, break up or regulate. Several senators have called for breaking up the social media companies, most notably Senator Elizabeth Warren, DMAS. Getting Republicans and Democrats to agree on a bill in an election year is unlikely. The government currently regulates television and radio stations by awarding licenses through the Federal Government Communications Commission to access the United States airwaves. But social media companies are private businesses, and the government doesn't routinely sweep in and overtake private enterprises. The FCC couldn't interfere with private businesses, says North. Social media, she adds, is not a utility. The companies have rules to abide by on their platform. You have the decision to use them or not. A hypothetically regulated Twitter, one that had computer bots that would search for and disallow certain phrases, is something you'd see in a communist country, not here, says Brian Solis, an author and analyst, and I agree. Bottom line, even after all the screaming and potential changes, Twitter still wouldn't look much different from today, said Gene Muster, an investor and analyst with Loop Ventures. Policing truth and hate speech in social media is unsolvable. It is. I don't know what they're going to do. I am just waiting to see what Trump says about this now. Because this involves all of us. Whether you're on social media, and if you're on Facebook or Twitter, you're probably being shadow banned, so people aren't seeing what you're putting out there. Same as me on YouTube. I don't know why, but people aren't getting notifications. My comments are disappearing, guys. Please keep trying. There was a really funny comment. I read part of it, and when I clicked on it, it was gone, and I was so upset because I thought, I would have loved that comment. That just looked like such a great, funny comment. So, yeah, just keep trying, guys. Maybe reword things or just try over and over again. Eventually, one of them will get through, hopefully. But look, I'm hoping this sorts things out. I really, really am. I hope you can sort this out because, I mean, I know there's a class action going on. I believe there is. On YouTube, is it? Maybe against Twitter and Facebook too. But this has to stop. We need to be able to talk and say what we need to say. Why are TV stations allowed to say these words, handy book and other terms, and we're not allowed to say it? Because we'll get censored. It really doesn't make any sense, guys. And the same goes for one time I tried to put Trump's face as a thumbnail on one of my videos, and when I went to the next part of it to monetize it, it was ineligible. I couldn't monetize it. So just to try something, I went back and changed the picture, the thumbnail, and then went back and it was available for monetizing. So you tell me he's not being censored, and anything good that he seems to do is censored. But anyway, this is just a rant a bit from me about censorship. Oh dear. And guys, expect Michelle Obama or Hillary Clinton to take Joe Biden's place. I'm not sure Joe Biden's actually as silly as he's making himself out to be. I think it might be a play on dementia. Just to try and get sympathy, not only sympathy, but they might be doing it to just try and say the Democrats can say then, oh no, he's not up for it, we've got to replace him. And then they put someone like Michelle Obama or Hillary or both. I mean, for God's sake, they might even put Oprah in there. For all we know. Now watch what happens if they do. Oh, this is going to be funny, guys. I really believe this is going to turn out quite funny. What I want most is, please, President Trump, do something about Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. They have to be, something has to give. This cannot go on. Anyway, guys, that's probably it for today. I just wanted to bring you those couple of things. This guy here, who I just thought looks so much like this man here. When I seen this man the other day, I just went, bingo, that's him. But you may not agree, and that's perfectly fine, guys. Perfectly fine. It just struck me straight away, because I remember this. I was right into this when it happened. Watching it, and I was watching alternative news then. And I knew myself, once I seen certain footage, I just went, that's not possible. There's something wrong with this. Just as there's something wrong with this bloke's in charge of the CDC. So he's driving it too. So who is this man? And why are there no earlier photos of this man? Like younger. There was one who died in 1958 under his name. I'll include all these links down below, guys, so you can have a look for yourself. I just wanted to bring them up side by side. And some of them are better photos than others, you know. But yeah, you can let me know what you think down below. Okay, I don't have anyone to thank today. I will put my PayPal link in the description. It'll always be in the description anyway, guys. I just don't want to. I hate asking or even mentioning it. Really, I just don't. It's not sort of. Yeah, I think you'll understand. I think you understand what I mean. Anyway, it'll be there, and feel free to use it or not. That's fine. I do appreciate every single one of you anyway. I really, really do, guys. And I love your comments, and you're all so nice, and that's really good to... it's a pleasure to be talking to you guys. Okay, we'll leave it there for tonight, and I will be back tomorrow. On Saturday, I may not be, which will be Friday in the USA and I think Europe. I may not post because there's something I have to go and protest. I'm going to one. Yes, I am. I've never been before. It's the first time for everything, and I'm feeling pretty good, so I'm going to try and go. Okay, guys, I hope you have a good one. And I'll talk to you very soon. And don't forget, guys, you're appreciated just as much as you appreciate me, okay? Okay, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.